Hey guys, welcome. We're going to do a little bit of hip mobility today. So I'm going to take you through a few stretches. It should take about 10 minutes or so. You want to hold each stretch roughly 30 seconds to intervals of 30 seconds on. Take a little rest, 2 minutes or so. Again, the first thing that we're going to do a lying hip rotation. So I'm just going to lay that back and push on my knee. As you can see, I'm just laying back and pushing here. I can pulse if I want to. Just getting a little rotation in the hips. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my knee down and take my left foot up and try to step to the left as far as I can, and then pull my right knee into my left shoulder. Little piriformis stretch, getting the outside of the leg here. And then we just go up, we cross, again you can see pushing down. On the left knee at this time. Pushing down. So now what I'm going to do is take my left knee over, I'm going to lift my right foot up and step it to the side, to the right. Grab my left knee, pull it into my right shoulder, and stretching all through here. The next stretch is a real simple one. It's called the butterfly. So I'm going to put the bottoms of my feet together, tuck them in. I like to grab my feet and pull them apart as I push my elbows on my calves or on the inner part of my leg here, inside the knee, and just push down. You can lean forward here. And you can also fold forward. Variation of this is called the traveling butterfly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my hands behind me, lift up my hips, and then push forward. Just like so. See, if I turn to the side, my hips come up and I push them forward. I can go all the way back and even extend my legs. So I can go. Just like so. The next one, you might want to make sure you have a nice soft floor. Carpet probably works a lot better than hard rubber. Is the old frog stretch. You get on the insides of your knees. And you notice I can drop my chest down. And I get a little bit of a stretch here, but I actually want to go in and out of pushing into this. You can stay up on your hands or on your elbows. Kind of a version of the split, but our knees are bent here. Really works the inside of the groin. When you do get out of this, it's easier to just kind of fall forward and then bring your legs in. So from this position, what we're gonna do is a runner's lunge. So what that looks like is I'm gonna leave my left knee down. I'm gonna come up, hands on each side here, and I'm just gonna drive my left hip flexor into the ground, making sure that my right heel is on the ground. I can even go into this position, get a little bit more stretch in that hip flexor by putting my foot down and having my knee up. My left knee is now up, and I'm in that runner's lunge position. I can also bring my hands on the inside here and even drop down to get a little bit deeper into that. Play with that. Very good stretch. And you can see coming into this position. So going into the bottom of a squat. So sometimes we do this just to kind of mix up our squat variations here. This is an internal rotation of the hips. So I'm gonna take my left knee and I'm gonna drop it down. If I need to balance myself, totally okay to use your hands, but I'm dropping my knee down, making sure that my foot that I'm on in the squat position, heel is down. I drop my knee here, my heel comes up, which is fine, and then I just go back into the squat. And you can see, you can kind of go quick here, just internally rotating the hips. You can drive real deep into that. You can go fast, or you can go slow. And the last one that we are going to do is the good old-fashioned pigeon stretch. So I'll show you a couple of angles here. So ideally, you want to have this as vertical as you can. I am not that good, so I have to tuck mine, and then I put my other foot back, and I'm going to roll my hips up. I like to go down onto my hands. You can come up, you can lay down. You can see this position. Again, getting the outside of the hips here. Great exercise to get into and to sit into. So again, I'm just gonna switch sides. So I've got this tucked. I like to drop down and roll into this. You can move this foot up to get a little deeper into the stretch. Again, you can upright the chest to find a little bit different position. You can also kind of move the hips in and out of this. That one works too. Very simple exercises, a simple sequence. You can do that in, like I said, about 2 minutes or so. Don't worry too much about the time. Focus on practicing these so you can just do them whenever, and they will definitely help your hip mobility, definitely help with your flexibility, and keep those things healthy and running smooth.